welcome back to the next installment of Wolf Den Hobbies. Today, we're going to be painting a model I hold dear to my heart. No, it's not Sarah Jean Underwood. It's an old metal Bonesinger. This model is one of the reasons I love the Eldar from Games Workshop. In this video, I'll be trying out new colors from Golden Acrylics paint range. Well, I mean, they're new to me. So, let's buckle in, let's have some fun, and most importantly, let's paint some Eldar. Alright, to start I primed the model in German Panzer Gray by Vallejo. Once dry, I came in with burnt umber from Golden Acrylics. I found using brown over your primer really helps with the yellow's coverage. I came across this little tip thanks to Next Level Painting. I linked the Paint Yellow is Secretly Easy video in the video description below. That dude has amazing paint style and some really great videos if you want to follow him. So with this burnt umber, I'm making sure that I have a good coverage over the whole model before moving on to the next step. Now, I did jump ahead slightly, but not too far to interrupt the timeline for all those time travelers out there. We're going in with Leather Brown from Game Air and spraying in a way to hopefully leave the burnt umber in the darkest parts of the model. Finally, the last color in our brown buildup is Light Brown by Model Air. With this, I'm going for mainly a top-down highlight to make sure that only the top parts of the model will be the brightest. Alright, we're buckled up and ready to test drive Cadmium Yellow by Golden Acrylics. This is actually the first time using this color, and I was hoping at the time of filming the coverage was going to be good. I'm spraying this in a way to kind of preserve the shadows of the browns. It's super important to plan out what your base coats are going to be. So by using a brown base coat, you can see how great the yellow sticks to the undercoat. I'm actually really impressed with how this color came out. So, the next step, we'll be adding some titanium white to the yellow to brighten it up. I'll be spraying top down to make the top of the model pop. It does seem kind of counterproductive to the browns that we laid down earlier, but hey, it's good to experiment when you're painting, regardless of what you're painting. Next up is Cobalt Blue from Golden Acrylics. I will be using this color to paint his robe, skirt, undercloak? Well, I'll also be using this blue to paint his shoulder pads and his helmet. Now, I didn't film this, but I did sneak some purple mixed with that cobalt blue, and I painted on the inside of the yellow robe. It was purely, I wonder how well this would look. And, you know, it kind of looks pretty damn good, if I say so myself. Okay, we're going to jump into painting the wraith construct that he's standing on. We're going to paint that with Bone White from Game Air. Honestly, you could use any bone color that you'd like. We're also going to use that same color on his magical flute. You know, I guess it's a flute. It could be a strange attack stick. I don't know. Or I don't know. I think it's a flute. But once we're done that, we're going to try to stay busy, and we're going to dive in, and we're going to start painting his runes with bright silver. For right now, I tend to go bright silver for my metallics, and then I follow up with whatever darker metallic color that I choose. In this instant, for his runes, I chose like a dark bronze color. I really like the dark bronze kind of, you know, with the blue and yellow of the model itself. With that done, we're then going to apply a wash of soft tone all over the yellow and the metallics. Hopefully this wash will sit nice and neat inside all the creases and kind of bring the model, you know, its shadow values up a little bit. If there's any pooling, you can always go back before it dries and kind of clean that up with your brush. So we're going to move on to the next step. We're going to come in with some blue tone and just kind of go in all the blue areas. It's kind of nice that Army Painter has these different washes, because for all the different colors you can use a similar wash. Granted, you can create your own washes at the end of the day, but when they're pre-made it makes it kind of easy. Now, we're getting towards the end, so we're going to go in, we're going to do a little bit of edge highlighting, which is by far the hardest thing for me. I am absolute trash at edge highlighting, but the more practice, the better you get. With the edge highlighting somewhat done, we have to paint the gems and his gemstones. So we're going to do that by obviously base coating everything that I think is a gem in the bright silver, and then go over it with whatever color of your choice. I chose red in this instance. Now, time for my favorite part, the basing. When you do your bases, it really allows you to tell a story. It allows you to illustrate whatever you're trying to do. In this instance, my whole Eldar army is basically the same, and they're ice themed or snow themed. So we're gonna lay down some grass tufts in random spaces, wherever you want. You can put grass tufts wherever you want. You can fill the whole base with grass tufts if you want. It doesn't really matter. It's your base. It's your story. We're gonna come in with some Valhalla Blizzard. We're gonna put a little bit of snow on there. Really haven't messed with Valhalla Blizzard too much, but it does come out pretty good. And most importantly, do not forget to paint your rim. And there you have it. That is the Wraith, well, the Bonesinger completed. I'll see you back at the hobby desk. Hey, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed painting it. So, Games Workshop previously created these pewter models. A lot of times, like the fire dragons and stuff were made out of pewter, and I found that they were a little bit of a pain in the butt to paint when I was younger. When they re-released the Bonesinger, I got it. I was like, oh man, I have to have this. So, well, I got it, and I've been putting off painting it until now, and I'm glad I did, because I had a lot of fun painting it. So, that being said, back to the bases. When I was saying about, being creative with your bases and always trying something new, you should, because this is one of my Wraith blades. It has an ice themed base with some snow on it, and it, same concept, tells the same story, and it just looks cool. It looks really good compared to the yellow and blue. So when it's married to the yellow and blue, and then you have the snow on the base, it just kind of brings your whole army into one uniform, and it just looks great. So that's it for this video. We'll wrap it up, and till next time, I'll see you at the hobby desk.